Omega Delta Phi.
Hello, my name is Tony Pagliacco. I'm running for National President of Omega Delta Phi. This is episode 29 of my video web series. And for those of you who have not seen one of these videos before, I usually just use them as a way to answer questions from brothers or talk about my platform or also to talk about the campaign in general. Now, last week I didn't release a video, and that was probably the first week I've missed in ages. And I'm sure some brothers were just thankful beyond belief. But I was in Las Vegas at a gaming tournament with my kids. We had an absolute blast. I got to actually run into a brother who was working the event, Simon Choi, and it was absolutely great just going someplace. I didn't really know many people, and then finding a brother at the exact event I was at the Las Vegas Convention Center. So that was really cool. This week I wanted to really just take a couple minutes. It's going to be a short video and just talk about the upcoming debate that's going to be on June 14th. So again, we have two more debates that I know that are scheduled, one for June 14th and then one that's going to be at Nationals. The one at Nationals is a little unusual because in previous years, we used that debate as the deciding debate. And it seems that because this campaign has been on a higher level, we've done more debates now than previous in other campaigns. So I think it's beneficial that the more we talk and the more we communicate and the more we share ideas, the better perspective you're going to have as a voter on who's the best leader for this organization. Now, that being said, I would challenge you, however, go back, check out the Wisconsin debate. That was the only one that was videotaped. And I'd like for you to go and really listen to the questions that were asked and listen to the answers that all the candidates gave, because it's definitely important to consider that when you're looking to choose who the next leader of this organization is, it needs to be someone who not only is experienced, but also has the business acumen to be able to herd up the troops and lead to a common goal, to a common vision, a roadmap that will take us to a higher level that we are in 3 years versus where we are now. When you start piecing out that roadmap, you have to really have these milestones set up to show that you're making progress and you're going to be achieving your goal. And that's something that on a national level, I feel that we've been lacking for a while. And it's not just the previous administration. I would say just as we've grown as an organization, there are certain things we need to learn and we need to embrace to be able to not only show how we're progressing as an organization, but at the same time, show how we are growing and becoming a more business mature organization. Now, that being said, it is important to consider the fact that these debates are for us to show why we feel we are the right choice for national president. Now, I can't speak to my other candidates, but for myself, as I go into a debate, I really want to look at all the angles and try and figure out where I differentiate from my competition, but also where I stand head and shoulders above my competition. And I think I've done a good point of illustrating that over the last 3 months. In terms of business skills and business experience, I have the experience in growing teams and scaling teams that are in growth mode. Being able to take a team that's producing at a certain level and bringing around a new roadmap that will allow for higher productivity, higher turnaround, better accountability. These are all things that are just, you gain through business experience, you gain through working with companies, you gain with working with executives. Omega Delta Phi is a fantastic organization, and we're great at what we do. But, like I've said before, we are still relatively young in the big picture of things. And it's time now, as an organization, that we look to not only electing a strong leader that can carry us through the growth of our brotherhood, but also through the business growth of our brotherhood as well. And that's where I feel I differentiate. So please, go check out the Wisconsin debate, listen to the questions, listen to each candidate's answers. This isn't a popularity contest. This is an election to determine the future and the best leader for our organization. So once again, thank you very much for your time. I told you this would be quick. I appreciate your thoughts, your support, your concerns, and I'm always available to discuss any of them with you because this brotherhood means the world to me and I want to serve it. Any questions, comments, anything else, you can always go to my website, which is www.tonyp2015.com. Thank you for watching. Have a great night.